Good to go. All right. Looks like we got everybody. I'm Dane, also known as DM DBI. We are streamlined right now. Calcine is played by Meg Keeble up top there. Below me is our newest joining party member, Timber, playing Magveris. And Jeremy Ham, you change your name on Zoom, Jeremy, if you want to change it to your character's name, is playing Borla Erngor. Below him is Webb Winterthorn. He is black screen right now. He's trying to get an infant to go to sleep. That is played by Evan. That being said, we left off last week with 3 of our 4 adventurers putting the hammer down on a few giant boars and cutting the fat and the good meat from them, skinning the hides, carrying 3 giant boar hides around with them that still need smoked or cured or however you do it. I'm not a true hunter, just a dungeon master sometimes. That being said, you guys basically wound up with almost 400 pounds of healthy Borla bacon product.
Yeah.
That some of you chose to carry X amounts of. And as you were traveling in the general direction that you thought you needed to go in order to find Granny Moletooth's, hidden seaside cave, you stumble across a youngish human male who some of you kind of recognize as somebody maybe familiar from back when you were in a bar fight. Others, maybe not as much. Now, Borla, you've been in many bar fights, I'm sure, and been at many bars, so anybody could be familiar to you at any time. But that being said, that young gentleman you come across is Magveris, a human cleric who some know him as Parego, the god of healing. Others know him as the lord of life. He goes by many names, as many gods have many cultures that call them different things, just like we have Jesus and, all the other ones. I don't know. I'm done them all. But that being said, here we are. And we're getting started. You guys are arriving at a cave. First and foremost, I know Webb Winterthorn has a hella good high passive perception, which is pretty nifty for what he can do with that, because he just actively knows things and sees stuff, because he's just such a ranger. So for those who have just tuned in for the first time, if anyone ever does tune in for the first time, we would like to hear from you guys. So Megan, we'll start with you. We'll go to Jeremy and Evan and finalize with Tim to go. Just tell us who your character is real quick and kind of a brief, paragraph descriptor.
Brief paragraph descriptor. I play Calcine, who is a Fire Ganassi barbarian fighter. Really just here for a good brawl, guys. I'm happy to go with the flow and make some friends, but honestly, it's all for the glory of Gar. So that's me in a nutshell.
So tell us, that brings up an interesting point. Who is Gar?
Gar is one of my many gods. He's the god of war, I think, from my pantheon. So he is he's where it's at, man.
He's where it's at, god of war. Makes sense for you to be into worshiping him for sure. Okay, very cool. Sounds good. And then besides that, we have, we can say, Jeremy, you're going to tell us a little bit about Borla. You're muted. If you're not on Zoom and you hit spacebar, it doesn't work. Oh. Still muted.
All right. How about that? I'm on my stupid phone because my computer's updated.
Oh, it still is? Okay.
Playing Borla Erngor. He's a hill dwarf. He likes to get in trouble. He likes to get in trouble, and he's got his lucky tankard, if that tells you anything.
Okay.
And he likes to gamble.
All right, I like it. That's all good news. All right, Evan, if you're available, I see your face now. That's good. Good step in the right direction.
Yep. I play Webb Winterthorn from the Prowling Jungle, and yeah. I kind of know a little bit about everywhere because part of my job in the tribe is a bounty hunter. And so I've been to Summerside a few times, which is where we started our journey here. And yeah, looking forward to seeing other sites around Grinweld.
So would you say that it is a tribe called Quest by chance?
For sure, Quest, yes.
Okay. Good to know. And then new Tim, if you can bring us up to date. I know I kind of give a brief descriptor of Magvarus, but I may be completely wrong. So tell us what we initially noticed and who we got working with here.
New Tim.
Yeah. So no, I'm Magvarus, the cleric. I started out my combat career in the army, so did a lot of fighting there, did a lot of things that I didn't agree with, so I decided to become a cleric afterwards and to try and redeem myself in the face of Perigo. And after watching the bar fight with these ruffians over here, I received a vision from Perigo that I need to follow them and see them protected.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm here.
And a sidebar, he's Calcine's biggest official fan on the side. No one actually knows. He doesn't even know it yet, but every time she's been in a brawl, he's had money on that, usually betting against Borla. So it's an interesting dynamic. Webb, not much of a gambler, unless he is, but he's more of, sticks and stones kind of guy.
Made him a lot of money.
There's money to be made. There's money to be made. And, the fighting pits of Korsoth may call to you guys at some point. It's hard to say. It's hard to say that if they even exist, because I think I just made those up. So we're good with that. Yeah, I did. All right. Thanks, Evan. Evan is the official world creator, so I am just running people in through it. Top of the world to y'all. So here we go. Let's get into the deep dark with that gigantic passive perception of a whopping. Holy crap, let's check it out. Let's just take a look, see here. Passing perception for Webb is a stinking 18. That's ridiculous. People would have to actively be hiding to not get just.
I see all things.
So you're scouting ahead of the group here, as you see. There you are, scouting. That's you scouting ahead of the group. And
Dang, just so we're clear, I can't roll and I'll do all that.
Yeah, and I roll with that. I'm cool. I can take care of it. You can even. We'll figure this out. It's okay. I get where we're at with that. Your computer's updating. You didn't turn on at noon like everybody else, but that's fine. That's fine. Nobody else did either. Here we are. So you're up there scouting around, Webb, and lo and behold, those little tiny halfling ears pick up. And you hear in the distance up at right inside the mouth of the cave. Can't quite see anybody, but you do hear kind of odd, raspy and kind of gnarled voices speaking out of the darkness inside the cave. Keep in mind, too, it is evening because you guys rested and decided to come at night.
Perfect. That's how we know people are going to be home.
They sleep in the evening. Or do they?
All right. So,
Dane,
I personally know that I'm not carrying a torch of any nature, but I also know that I am. I would like for us to not be super conspicuous as we approach what we believe to be the cave.
Only person that needs anything is Magvarus, because Webb has the goggles, and you both see in the dark. It's just Magvarus that has any issues with nighttime.
Perfect.
And I believe you actually do have some torches, to be honest.
No, I don't want to be carrying torches is my thing.
You don't want to spark them. Got it.
Right. I would prefer to be as inconspicuous as possible. If we're arriving in the night, perhaps it is best to remain under cover of the darkness.
So just to be clear, only Webb so far has actually heard these kind of muffled and somewhat whispered, raspy and gnarly voices.
That's fine. We're well aware that we're walking into potential danger, so it still would behoove us to walk with purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to use my 30-foot of telepathy and let everybody know there's some creatures up ahead. I think they might be goblins. I don't know for sure. I don't speak goblin.
Would you know they're goblins? Knowledge nature.
What?
I don't. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, it'd be a nature check.
Neither do I. Voice in my head.
I don't know who you are, but I can't even hear them. Or I don't know what he says.
Oh, not great.
Yeah, you're not too
Nature
sure.
check.
I mean, they're kind of
8.
raspy. They're kind of one's whiny, one's kind of deeper. They're definitely speaking a guttural language. Not uncommon to hear like in orc or goblin, or
Sure.
it could be a number of languages you've heard in one point. Hell, it could be draconic as far as you're concerned.
Something nasty.
Mm-hmm. Something that it's not common. That's definitely not common. What are you guys thinking about doing? What are your actions at this time? Are you gonna do anything, Webb? Are you gonna let them just kind of stumble forward in the darkness? I mean, Macvarus has been holding on to the coattails of Calcine since he met her, just so he could see something in front of him by starlight.
He was able to carry a torch until we came within sight of what appears to be a cave.
Oh, okay. So
I have recently instructed my fan club to please put out all torches, mute all cell phones, and be courteous.
Let me take care of that right now. Hang on. Just to be clear, then, high or low, Megan?
Hi.
All right. Let's see what we get.
Always.
All right, perfect. So, unfortunately, that torch in the distance did alert a couple of guard posts. You weren't far from the truth, goblins, that you were coming. And in rough kind of undercommon or common, you hear, "All humans, don't travel here." And one steps out to like the very small, just under 5 foot opening to get into this cave.
They can see us, or they just see the light.
I mean, I don't want to start.
They saw the light coming, and then they were paying attention. And none of you are super stealthy besides the ranger, and none of you mentioned being stealthy besides the barbarian.
He didn't give us a chance. I told him to put out his torch, and then we were on our way there. He said we were walking with purpose.
Thanks for the sub, Lex.
He's been at stealth, so I would like to be a little stealthy, honestly. That's why I said we were coming in under the cover of night. I think my whole conversation was in an effort to be not very well seen.
And yet, they're also on
When
guard.
the voice in my head told me there was goblins ahead, I did draw my weapon, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's the back data. Got it. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, he definitely says, "Stop, humans! Come here." They have noticed you. Discussion aside, yell at me later.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, out of it's about 40 feet ahead of you or so. What's it, 10, 20, 30?
I'm not human.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. Cool. So we're going to start a fight, is what it sounds like it's about to happen. We're going to get this
are we not in
started
combat
real
yet,
quick,
though?
'cause we ain't human.
This second, it is real close to happening. It sounds like.
Yeah, it seems like so. I'm going to go ahead and
The
cast.
goblins are racist.
I'm going to cast resistance on Calcine.
Resistance to what?
Oh yeah.
Is it just,
It's a cleric spell. She gets an extra D4 towards any saving throw, or not saving throw. Saving throw. She gets to choose within 1 minute. She gets an extra D4 towards any saving throw. It's just a cal.
Oh yeah, brother.
How far away are they?
What is this guy?
40 feet, he said.
Has targeting changed here?
Is this a cleric?
No, you can still do most of it.
We got a cleric now?